Unlocking your true potential. Introduction: The power of stillness. In your entire life, how much money has passed through your hands? How much of that is left in your wallet? The question isn't about what you've made but about what you've kept. Many of us are conditioned to think that transformation comes from doing more, working harder, affirming louder, visualizing deeper. But what if the answer isn't found in the hustle but in surrendering, in stopping and allowing life to unfold? What if true change comes not from doing but from stillness? Carl Jung, a pioneer in psychology, emphasized that transformation happens when we turn inward and listen to the unconscious. This quiet space of self-reflection can hold the key to true healing. Footnote: True transformation begins not in external efforts, but in self-awareness and stillness. Jung's approach to healing. In a world obsessed with productivity and self-improvement, Jung's perspective is a radical departure. He believed that growth doesn't come from controlling life but from listening to it, paying attention to the unconscious, to dreams, symbols, and the parts of ourselves that often go unheard. Jung's insight was clear: transformation is not about pushing forward but about turning inward. The key question is not what should I do differently, but what part of me believes I am not already whole. By shifting our relationship to ourselves and the world, we allow for true transformation. Footnote: Jung's approach to healing focused on self-awareness and inward reflection rather than external action or force. The illusion of hustle. The cultural narrative promotes endless movement, hustle, and action, pushing us to believe that progress comes from doing. But what if all the effort is actually keeping us stuck? In stillness, we can hear the unconscious, which might reveal hidden beliefs that influence our behavior. We often ask for peace, yet internally hold beliefs like "I don't deserve it," or "I'm afraid of being seen." These unconscious beliefs shape our reality, whether we realize it or not. By bringing them to light, we can begin to change our circumstances, not by changing the world but by changing how we relate to it. Footnote: Transformation begins by bringing unconscious beliefs to awareness and adjusting our internal relationship to external events. The creative void, embracing the uncomfortable. There is a space between doing and being, a place where nothing seems to happen, yet everything shifts. Jung described this as the creative void, the space where the old self dissolves but the new self has not yet taken form. This is where most people feel discomfort and disorientation, mistaking it for stagnation. However, this is where real transformation occurs. In the emptiness of this space, the ego loosens its grip, allowing for the emergence of the true self. Footnote: The creative void is the space where the old self dissolves, making way for the emergence of the true self. The womb of becoming. Transformation isn't about fixing yourself but about remembering who you are beneath all the noise and conditioning. True healing comes when we allow space for the deeper wisdom within us to emerge. Surrendering to this process is not giving up, it's allowing the deeper intelligence of your psyche to guide you forward. This kind of transformation occurs in the stillness, not in frantic action. Footnote: Transformation is not about fixing, but about remembering and allowing the true self to emerge. The path of individuation. Jung's concept of individuation is the journey of becoming fully yourself, not perfect, but whole. This process includes integrating both light and shadow, joy and sorrow, strength and vulnerability. Wholeness isn't about eradicating flaws but about embracing all parts of yourself, including those you've labeled as broken or unworthy. It's in the stillness that we hear the unconscious, and by listening to it, we learn what needs healing and awareness. Footnote: Individuation is the lifelong process of embracing both your light and shadow to achieve wholeness. The treasure within. In mythology, a man searches for treasure, digging endlessly, believing the riches are buried far away. Exhausted and defeated, he sits by a tree, only to realize the treasure was at his feet all along. This is a metaphor for the journey many of us take in life, constantly seeking fulfillment outwardly, but missing the fact that it has always been within us. The answers we seek are not in the future or in external success, but in the present moment, within ourselves. Footnote: The treasure of fulfillment and peace is often found not in external pursuit but in returning inward. The power of stillness and surrender. Surrender is not defeat, it is recognition. When we stop chasing and begin to listen, we realize that the journey itself is the destination. The ego resists stillness, craving effort, progress, and results. But the soul operates in cycles, moving in rhythms that sometimes require stillness. The most profound shifts often happen not in action, but in quiet reflection. By surrendering to the process, we allow for transformation to unfold naturally. Footnote: Surrender and stillness allows transformation to unfold naturally, revealing deeper wisdom and truth.